What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 156 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, yo, what's good?
Yo,
what's up?
Ken,
what's happening?
What's happening? Well, we had a fantastic Zoom call with our patrons.
We did have a good Zoom call.
So
yeah, that was
thank
was
you
a
all
lot
for
of fun.
that. It was a blast. It always is a blast.
You pulled some fire. I pulled some fire too, and we opened some TCG cards.
Listen, I think that's like my favorite is just being around like other people and just opening cards because you don't get that feeling. Man, I just want card shops to open again.
I know, me too.
Because then also you have your phone out and you're playing Pokemon Go and you're it's just like you multitask while enjoying each other's company.
I know. I'm like opening cards. I'm doing a raid. It's like, it's a lot of fun. But we appreciate all our patrons that come and hang out with us every Wednesday night on Zoom before we record the podcast. But we have a literal metric shit ton of stuff to talk about today. I don't know. This might have been the biggest single day news drop that Pokemon Go has ever had in the history of the game. It was absolutely a deluge of shit that came out. I think it was 5 or 6 blog posts that were all published at the same time, all different topics, all different things. We're going to make sense of it all because there's a lot. But what we're going to do is skip the recap. We normally do our weekly recap. We're just going to skip that because before we even get into the big news of the day, there was 3 separate standalone events that were announced prior to all the news that came out today. The Pokémon HOME event, Nidoran Limited Research, and the Lake Legends event. So we'll talk about that before digging into our the massive Go Beyond update, which was announced today, which includes the 12 Days of Friendship event, the level cap increase, seasons coming to Pokemon Go, and of course, Gen 6 Pokemon, Kalos Pokemon finally coming to the game. And then we also have some miscellaneous news from Pokeminers, but there's a lot of shit to cover. We'll get through it all. And I apologize in advance. My voice is a little scratchy. I've been talking like crazy today. So if I'm a little annoying to listen to, I apologize with the tone of my voice.
You got to stop talking. I mean, everybody listened to you on Instagram Live this morning. Come on,
bro. I was fired up. 9 a.m. We're on Instagram Live talking about shit. I was fired up.
That was exciting.
But no, Adam, why don't you get us through these 3 standalone events that were announced prior to the Go Beyond update that came today? Yeah.
Like Ken just said, these are announced before the Go Beyond. The first event that was announced over on Pokemon.com was to celebrate the Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home integration. From November 17th through the 23rd, Shiny Meltan will be available from the mystery boxes. Woo-hoo. Yes. Finally getting these guys back is awesome. Josh, Pokenoise, he sent me a screenshot. He already got the Shiny.
Oh, nice. I did not get a Shiny from my first box.
Well, it'll happen. It's just what happened last time. I'm pretty sure we went through like tons and tons of boxes, and then we eventually got it. So just keep trying. You'll get better. If you play your timing right, you can open a total of 3 mystery boxes during this entire event. Pokemon like Alolan Sandshrew, which is awesome. Alolan Diglett, Slowpoke, Magnemite, Ditto, Porygon, Hoot, Remoraid, Whismur, Lileep, Anorith, Absol, Cottonee, and Tortuga, along with Archon, will be appearing more frequently in the wild. I have yet to see a Tortuga or an Archon.
I haven't either.
Raids and eggs are also shook up a bit, including some of those Pokemon, which is fantastic. I love it when they do that. I'm super excited about Shiny Slowpoke being released.
Yes.
I've done a whole bunch of the give your buddy 3 treats, and that's a Slowpoke task. I had 3 all in a row, and I got a 100% Slowpoke.
Oh!
But
now, what do you evolve?
Well, spoiler alert! I already have a 100% Slowking and Slowbro.
Oh wow!
So it's like now I have the whole family 100%. Yay!
That's awesome.
Next, there's another limited research day coming on Saturday, November 28th from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. local time. This research is going to feature both male and female Nidoran. I guess I'm going to imagine it like we're going to see 10 to 20 pages of limited research tasks like we have in the previous events. Similar to
I like
Meowth.
These days are fun.
These are fun. And I like this because you can literally just go back and forth, like male, female, male, female, male, female.
But still, this is 6 shinies, 6 potential shinies that people can pick up during this event.
Definitely.
So that's fire. That's exciting.
And then the next event is a bit more exciting, from Tuesday, November 24th at 1 p.m. to Monday, November 30th at 1 p.m. PST. The Lake Guardians. The Lake Guardians. They're going to be returning to 5-star raids. And guess what?
Chicken butt.
Yes, you're supposed to say what, but we can do remote raids. They're not regionally locked.
This is huge.
So
this
yes,
is exciting.
They're still in other parts of the world. That's like they're legit regional locked. But if you have a friend, it's all about who you know right now.
Yeah. Twitter has been blowing up with people organizing and getting prepared. Like, let's make friends. I can invite for Uxie. I can invite for Mesprit. Like, it's the community is already buzzing over this pretty big.
And just quickly as a refresher, Uxie is available in the Asia Pacific region. Mesprit is in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. And a Zelf is in the Americas and Greenland.
I already have ones lined up, so I'm excited. I think this is going to be the people are going to be raiding like bananas.
We're also going to see Pokemon commonly found near lakes like Psyduck, Magikarp, Surskit, Shellos, and others. They'll be attracted with incense. Okay. Hatching from eggs and appearing more often in the wild. Also, Pokemon related to knowledge, emotion, and willpower like Abra, Machop, and Routes will also be appearing more frequently as well. Goldeen will be hatching from 5-kilometer eggs, and Shiny Goldeen is being released. I don't know who's hyped about it, but it's a new shiny.
Goldeen.
There's also going to be theme field research as well as new rewards being available for AR mapping tasks, which is awesome because we need those new rewards. And there needs to be a balance there, because even a Pokemon encounter, like, which is, I think it's either Dratini or Skarmory that you get, like, even those, it's like, I've already had a community day, and it's like, we've already had.
Give me lure modules or battle pass. That's a worthy reward.
Yes,
for
110%.
Like that star pieces, even, like, give us real stuff.
We want the good stuff.
But I am really, really excited for Shiny Meltan. I opened the first box 8 a.m. this morning. I forgot how many I caught. Didn't even get any good IVs for PvP or anything like that. But I am excited for the opportunity to get another shiny. And this whole thing with the Lake Guardians being able to be remote raided, this almost makes me think that this is a contradiction to their original plan. Like, because I remember when remote raids first came out and people were talking about legendaries, it seemed like regionals would never be a remote raid type thing, and it's here. It's coming. So I'm very, very excited about this. I was kicking myself in the ass last year after Go Fest because I didn't make it a priority to trade for these, and I was like, fuck, I blew it. And then there was no Go Fest this year. I was in person Go Fest.
You were on
like,
Beat
man,
Street.
I missed my opportunity. Now I have the opportunity where I could just raid to get these, and I'm very, very excited about it because I'm sure the remote raid invites will be fucking pouring in on these because people are just going to be raiding like crazy. And then Goldeen, new shini's new shiny. I'll take a shiny Goldeen. But yeah, AR mapping tasks. Yeah, they definitely need to do something about those rewards.
Yeah, the rewards stink. Flat out, they stink. Even the encounter rewards stink.
Yeah, no, it's not
Make
enough.
it something crazy like a chance at a Gibble. Like, that's exciting. That's something
I'm telling you, items that you would normally purchase, like a lure or a lucky egg or a battle
Poffin.
pass, or Apophis. Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff that you would normally buy. Nothing expensive, but, 100 Pokecoin item or something like that. I only know a select few people in my local circle that are doing any of these at all.
I haven't done one.
Nine. You still haven't done one?
Nope.
Adam, come on.
I refuse until I get something worthwhile. Dude. I refuse.
Wow.
Plus, every time I get it, it's like I'm on my way to work. I don't got time for that.
So save it and then do it on your way home.
It's dark.
Oh,
it's dark.
Adam.
What am I supposed to do? It's dark. I really could do without the hyper potion. Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, those are the three events that were announced over the last week. Nothing could prepare us for the fucking news bomb that happened at 9 a.m. Eastern today, 6 a.m. Pacific, which is super early. A lot of people on the West Coast woke up to an absolute shitstorm on Twitter because they didn't know what was going on. But we had the Go Beyond update. It was 5 or 6 blog posts detailing all different things that are happening in the game prior to the end of the year. So all this stuff is happening through the remainder of November and into December. So we'll start with the 12 Days of Friendship. This is an event that is starting now, so it's worth talking about first. Okay. From Wednesday, November 18th at 1 p.m. through Monday, November 30th at 1 p.m. PST, friendship will increase twice as fast through opening gifts, trading, battling, raiding, gymming, and trainer battles. If you receive you're going to receive an attack boost when you raid with friends. You're going to earn increased XP from raids, and you can open more gifts each day. Finally, through the end of the year, this is huge. So running now through December 31st, double XP for catching Pokemon straight through the end of the year. Absolutely awesome for XP. And before we go any further here, I want to talk about those additional raid bonuses when you raid with friends, because it's pretty significant. So Pokeminers has broken the terms of service and scraped the following unconfirmed data from the code, and we'll talk about it here. Good friends. Normally, you get a 3% attack bonus, right? That bumps up 10%, up to 13.3%.
Wow.
Great friends, normally 5%, bumps up to 15.5%. Ultra friends, normally 7%, bumps up to 17.7%. And best friends, which normally gives you a 10% attack bonus, now gives you a 21% attack bonus. And let me tell you, I did some raids earlier. I had 3 best friends in the lobby. There was 11 people total on a Cobalion. And I mean, we finished this thing in like 20 seconds. Like, you just absolutely crush the raid bosses if you have best friends in the lobby with you. So this is massive. Make sure you take advantage of this, because it's just going to make raids so much easier. So, and this is going to be through November 30th, so through the end of November. And it also seems that Niantic is really motivating trainers to reach level 40 before the end of the year, and they've offered up some additional incentives to help you do that. Trainers that reach level 40 by December 31st will receive some neat rewards, like a Legacy level 40 medal, and a timed research that rewards an exclusive Gyarados hat avatar item. So you get some goodies if you hit level 40. So I know there's plenty of trainers I've seen, that have been hovering at 38, 39 for so long. It's like, now is your chance to really push hard before the end of the year, and you get some benefits after that. But I'm really excited for this because it's running right now. And
I'm excited because I want that hat.
The Gyarados hat looks awesome, right?
Yeah.
It looks super good. No, I totally dig it. It looks really, really good. But this is just the first of a shit ton of updates with Go Beyond. So I'm really excited. But Adam, this kind of leads into what you could talk about next, which is the level cap increase. They're pushing to get us to level 40, but that's really just the beginning. Level 40 is no longer going to be, the benchmark.
It only makes sense that if Niantic is pushing trainers to reach level 40, that they pull the rug out from under them and move the goalpost all the way to level 50. Just kidding. Niantic has announced a level cap increase to 50, which will be a bit tougher than you may think. It's also going to bring some side effects, like powering up Pokemon and the impact on our past PvP investments.
Yes, we'll definitely talk about that.
All right, so with the basics, each level beyond 40 will have both an XP requirement as well as tasks that will need to be completed in order to level up. We have confirmed with Niantic that your current XP will count towards levels 41 through 50. However, you will still need to complete the tasks that will be far from a cakewalk, as Niantic has posted an image of the level 46 requirements, which includes completing 100 field research tasks, take a snapshot 7 days in a row, make 50 excellent throws, and hatch 30 eggs.
That's pretty significant.
This is only level 46. I can only imagine what 47 looks like.
Dude, I love it so much. I think this is super cool. I think this is super cool.
It's going to feel like a real challenge and put the grind back into the level game in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Be sure to check the link in the description for an overview of what's required for each level.
Yeah, they give you like a little summary. They don't tell you exactly, but they let you know what to expect.
Expect it to be hard.
Yep.
Candy XL was also announced, which will be a requirement to power up Pokemon beyond level 40. And you can acquire Candy XL from catching Pokemon or by converting and combining regular candy. Niantic did confirm that there will be other ways to obtain, this extra large candy, but they're going to announce that soon.
I hate that it's Candy XL and not XL Candy. Like I don't know. Candy XL seems so weird and robotic to me.
Yeah, we're just going to call it extra large candy from here on out.
I know, like, right?
Towards the bottom of the blog, there's an exciting teaser, though, where it says that we can look forward to updates regarding encountering and catching Pokemon, Adventure Sync, Buddy Adventure, Field Research, Gifts, and more. More information on these updates will be coming in the week of November 30th. Hype level maximum.
Pretty much what they're saying here is, in addition to all the shit that's going on with this initial wave of Go Beyond news, which is going to be the 12 days of friendship, the level cap increase like you're talking about, and the rest of the stuff that we're going to get in today, we also have additional news coming on all these different areas of the game. And they say updates regarding encountering and catching Pokemon? What is that? What could that possibly fucking mean?
Overworld shinies. Please.
What?
That would be sick.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine. That's why we're talking about it.
Driving down the road and like you see like a shiny, like turn around, turn this car around.
Man, must have been a shiny.
They were talking about updates to Adventure Sync coming, like with a little bit more accuracy for at-home play. Who knows if that'll be changed? What will happen with Buddy Adventure? Who knows?
Maybe a pedometer type like thing that now syncs up with your phone, so then it can be
get real accurate.
Yeah, so you're doing jumping jacks or something, and it calculates that. So like the more you move physically, even if it's just in one spot, the more like the quicker you can hatch an egg. Heck yeah. I'll take it.
So there's, like I was saying at the top of the show, there are some side effects to this level cap increase that are beyond your actual trainer level. And that's going to be the level of your Pokemon, themselves. Right now, when you reach level 38, you can max level your Pokemon up to level 40, right? So level 40 is the max level. If you're best buddy, it'll bump up to 41 if you're maxed out. What's going to happen now, and we did get confirmation of how this will work, is that you will ultimately be able to power up your Pokemon an additional 10 levels above your trainer level. So if you're level 40, you'll be able to power up your Pokemon to level 50. Whereas before you had to, get within 2 levels to do that. So this will allow people that maybe aren't the highest level, but have the resources to spend candy and Stardust to power up their Pokemon, even if their trainer level isn't maxed out. I like that. I think that it makes PvP, especially in Master League PvP, which this is really going to impact, a little bit more accessible because you don't have to at least have your trainer level associated with your Pokemon level.
Exactly.
I like that.
And I know we
like
joked
that.
earlier today on the Instagram live about it, but I was like, oh, does that mean that your Pokemon won't listen to you if you level them up higher than your trainer level?
That would be funny though. You like try to do an attack or like the bubbles that they give you in PvP rather than it being like the smooth water bubble flow, it's like all erratic and everything because your Pokemon won't listen. That'd be cool as hell.
Oh yeah,
that'd be real cool.
That would be cool.
It's like earn Pokemon loyalty to settle down your bubbles. But that's something to think about. And this also kind of has the battler community kind of scratching their head and figuring out like, holy shit, does this mean that all my existing investments are not worth it anymore? And the answer is kind of somewhere in the middle. Because yes, there's going to be specific Pokemon that now will have different rankings, especially in Master League, but will have different rankings based on their ability to now level up past level 40. So certain Pokemon that you would want 100% for, where you would have to power it all the way up, that's going to be, things are going to definitely change for those Pokemon. So we'll get into it a little bit more next week when we have some more details of what numbers are actually going to be affected. But I know PV Poke and Go Stadium and Poke Battle are already kind of speculating on like the rank 46 to 50, statistics. So rather than talk about it now based on, estimation, we'll just wait till next week and hopefully we'll have a little bit more data, or that data will hit the code so we'll be able to take a look at it.
Makes sense.
But that's a big deal though. That's something to worry about because yes, this could impact the investments that you've already made because they may not be the best choices anymore because other Pokemon may be better in rankings now that they can power up higher. So we'll definitely have to pay attention to that in the coming weeks. But I am so fucking ready for this level cap increase. I really think that by them making it so difficult, like with these super challenging things like 50 excellent throws, it's going to be great because you're not going to have people like reaching level 50 overnight. This is going to put the grind back in, like you were saying. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is
we've needed it for years, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it before too with play Pokemon with the VGC. Level 50 is kind of like that roundabout number of level for Pokemon. So you bring a level 1 Pokemon to the tournament, you bring a level 100 Pokemon to the tournament, it gets balanced down to level up or down to level 50, and that's where everyone's playing on a level playing field. Potentially, maybe will have some connection to that. Level 50 just has that number, that we've seen before in competitive play. So I don't know, but can you imagine like getting a rental team and you're able to like everyone gets balanced to level 50 and everyone's just like these baller ass Pokemon? But that's the thing with Master League. This is what's going to make Master League so awesome because now Master League is really going to be the best of the best Pokemon, the biggest, the baddest, the strongest, the Pokemon that have had the greatest resource investment from their trainers. Like I just love it. I think it's going to be really cool. And, I'm not even done powering up my Blissey squad yet. My 20 Blissies for gyms. Now it's like I got to power up my Blissies from 40 to 50. It's like, holy shit. But I'm excited. It's just another grind, another area of the game to focus on and
it's going to give us all something to do. There really isn't going to be any downtime.
All right, moving on. The next thing, this is probably the most impactful of the Go Beyond updates, and that is seasons.
Oh yeah, where the Deerling changes. It's all the 4th seasons.
Everything is about Deerling. It's the only Pokemon affected. No, but the entire landscape of Pokemon Go is about to change with the announcement of seasons. And seasons are going to run in blocks of 3 months and will bring some identity and themes to how the game shifts throughout the year. Now, during a season, different Pokemon will be in the wild, in eggs, in raids. That means that if you can catch a Caterpie now, right, that doesn't guarantee that you will even be able to encounter a Caterpie next season. And I really dig this, and I think that it will increase the desire to trade Pokemon and also make common Pokemon exciting again, because you may have to wait 3 months to see them. You know what I mean? If you don't see a Caterpie for 3 months, and then all of a sudden you log in and you're in the next season, you see a Caterpie, it's like, oh shit, a Caterpie. You know what I mean?
You're like, I want that
exciting.
cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat, Caterpie, please, yes. But that's really exciting. Then hemispheres, northern and southern hemisphere, is also going to play a role in what Pokemon are available during those specific seasons. So Niantic has provided an example for the first season. They said where Pokemon related to winter will be appearing in the wild in the northern hemisphere, while Burmy, Darumaka, and summer Pokemon will be appearing in the southern hemisphere. And we're also going to see some hemisphere regional Pokemon like Deerling, like you were saying. So there could be, depending on what the season is and what hemisphere you're in, that could determine what Deerling you see. So again,
That is
just
cool.
giving further identity to the time of year that you're playing. I think this is going to add an incredible level of immersion to the game. I'm really excited about that. In-game events are also going to be season related and tied to that season. And I think this is going to help the Pokemon Go world feel more immersive and cohesive. Now, we're used to having a shit ton of events kind of stacked all over themselves, but they never really had a cohesive feel. You know, you could have this raid boss here and this kind of event going, and then these spawns happening. So you could have all this shit happening, but there was never any cohesive theme. Now, all the events that run during the course of a season will be tied in some way to that season. And that's going to help theme the gameplay experience, which I feel is going to give players that feeling that they're really immersed within the Pokemon world. And I was having a conversation with someone today think about the way nature works for us right now. You walk outside and you're in the winter, you're going to see certain birds or squirrels or whatever, but you may not see them in the summer. Or bugs, you're going to see certain bugs in the summer, mosquitoes, whatever, but you're not going to see them in the winter. This is the same kind of thing. I love that it's just adding to that realism of making the Pokemon world feel real within our world. I just think that's totally fucking cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. Mega evolved Pokemon will be appearing in raids each season, so that's going to be rotating every season. There's also going to be different Pokemon getting a CP boost every season. So we've seen that with like the Mega Beedrill event where, you know, bringing a Mega Beedrill out will give you a boost to their CP. That you'll see. GBL will also be tied to seasons, and GBL will now be running on the 3-month rotation along with the seasons. And GBL actually has some pretty significant news when it comes to how things are going to be impacted with this seasons. So, as you know, we have 10 ranks right now. Oh, Adam, congratulations on hitting rank 10.
Thank you. Thank 5. You. I did get my Pikachu
very
Libre.
Excited for you. Yep. But starting with seasons, GBL will be expanding from 10 ranks to 24 ranks. And the top 4 ranks, meaning like rank 21, 22, 23, and 24, will have their own names and corresponding badges and will really help distinguish top tier players from the rest of the pool, which is really exciting. The reward structure is also said to be completely reworked in order to give trainers more opportunity to earn exclusive rewards through ranking up. And GBL rewards will also be tied to the theme of the current season as well. And Season 1 starts on December 1st at 8 a.m. and will be called the Season of Celebration, which will focus on our next topic that we're going to talk about after the break, Kalos Pokemon.
Ooh,
but first, let's
kind
kind of reflect a bit on seasons here, because there's kind of a lot of speculation that we could have here. So when I hear seasons in a video game, I think of Fortnite. You know, I think of Call of Duty, where you have like a battle pass type thing where you say, okay, you buy your season 5 battle pass and you get these bonuses, and then you work towards completing these, challenges to unlock more shit. That model, while it hasn't been announced for Pokemon Go, it seems like it would work so incredibly well for Pokemon Go, because we're already doing these lists and completing these checklists through research, whether it's through the Today View or special research or timed, whatever. So just think, down the road, and again, this hasn't been announced, but let's say season 3 of Pokemon Go is happening, and for $14.99, you could buy a battle pass. And I'm using $14.99 because I think that's what, Fortnite or whatever, fucking Apex, whatever they charge. So for $15, you get this battle pass. You get a slew of shit unlocked. You get a bunch of items. You get some, exclusive cosmetics. And then you get this checklist, this ultimately kind of like a special research where you can unlock shit through the season. So over the course of the entire season, you're contributing to this battle pass to unlock additional things. It just makes so much sense. I would love to see this come to Pokemon Go, because I just love the checklist culture. I love that. Like, that's like,
I think you just
that
like lists.
Scratches. I absolutely love lists, but that scratches an itch for me of completing stuff. I want to be able to like track my progress and open up the list and see my tally go up a little bit every day. I think that would work really, really well. Now, the fact that GBL is going to be going to a 3-month season, that's interesting too, because ultimately that means that we could see like the Great Ultra Master League rotation happen twice within one season. That's pretty cool. But that also begs the question, Little Cup was so much fucking fun. We're in Kanto Cup right now, which I haven't even really messed with. But I had so much fun in the Kanto Cup. In the Little Cup. I want them to bring that back already. Like, I had so much fun with that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun watching the meta grow, and like it just adjusting, and then people's combinations going back and forth. And it's like, then there was the consistent, hey, Bronzor is pretty brutal. So at one point, I was just bringing a Lick, Icy Wind, Seal, and then just 2 fire Pokemon, just to kind of counter just the Bronzor, because he just could destroy pretty much anything.
It really was cool seeing that meta develop in such a short amount of time that it was live. Really, really exciting. But maybe this 3-month season will allow for more kind of flexibility and creativity with what kind of cups we see, because we have, 3 months per season. I don't know. It's also going to be interesting to see how quickly and what structure they use for ranking up with the 24 ranks. I kind of really liked the win-based stuff that we saw in season 5 that we're seeing right now. That's clearly the only way I was able to reach rank 10 was because it was win-based and not MMR-based. So maybe they do some kind of combination of that going forward. I don't know how the ranks are going to actually work as far as, ranking up with wins and MMR. We'll have to see. But holy shit, this is a big one. This is a really, really big one. There's
so much good stuff.
But giving the cohesion to the events, that alone is going to be cool, because now everything is going to make a little bit more sense within the world. And I did ask a question, and I'm pretty sure I could talk about this. I did ask a question of Niantic in regards to seasons with the release of new Pokemon. So you have all these Kalos Pokemon being released, right? And we're going to talk about that in a bit. But if Pokemon are kind of tied to seasons, does that mean that newly released Pokemon could ultimately be seasonally locked out and you have to wait? And my understanding is that when new Pokemon are being released, they'll kind of supersede the seasons to make sure that everyone has that initial opportunity to catch the new Pokemon, rather than have to, wait 3 months for Caterpie to come back into rotation. The new Pokemon that are coming out, if they're in like a new release cycle, new generation cycle, will be available to everyone regardless of season and where they are in the world. So that's good. That's good. What do you think of this overall? You excited for seasons?
I'm so pumped. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
seriously. Like I'm excited to see where the game is going from here.
I think that we're going to see a lot more stuff get shaken up at the end of the month when we get more announcements about like all the other areas of the game that they haven't touched on yet. It's amazing to think that Niantic has all this shit going on and they're able to keep this stuff still pushing forward. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. There's just so much shit going on. I mean, I'm fucking loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. But Adam, that was a lot of news. Why don't we take a little breaky break, and when we come back,
take a break.
We've got some miscellaneous news. We'll recap some dates with Willow's Almanac, and then we can dig in to our final Go Beyond update, Kalos Pokemon coming to the game. All right, we'll be back right after this. And we're back. From our break, thank you so much for that. A little housekeeping to get through before the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout out to our show supporter tier patrons. Ace Trainers, Alex, Andrew, Brian, Brittany, Chad, Chris, Garrett, G-Stacks87, Griggle788, Harry, James, J, Mackle, Joltswitch, Josh, Lynchbot, Malachi, Mike, M. Pitts, PokeNabBot, Purple Pancake, Sam, Smeatwad, The Joker, The Noise, Woodwoos Wolf, and new for this week, Heracross Boss. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate all of y'all so incredibly much. A huge shout out to our gym leaders, Dig Dug Rob, Jamal, Michael, Talon, Tish, and TN Comics Wiz. And of course, a ton of love to our executive producer, Paul Bott. But if Patreon isn't your thing, no big deal. There's still a couple other ways you could help us out. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. And finally, our merch store is open at PokemonProfessor.com/merch.
Pick it up.
All right, couple bits of miscellaneous news to get through here before we talk about the last part of the Go Beyond update. Increased trade distance. Something that I thought we would never talk about because it just seemed that it was not part of Niantic's vision for Pokemon Go. Last week, they announced a increase to trade distance, which ended up giving us 9 or 12 kilometers worth of distance to trade remotely. Phenomenal. People fucking loved it. My Discord was popping off. Everyone was trading. It was great. That ended. Everyone was upset. Then today, they put out a tweet completely announcing a new trade distance bonus that will extend up to 40 kilometers.
Surprise!
And I never thought I would say this, but maybe true remote trading is in fact on the way. I don't know, but we'll have to see because...
Yeah, maybe they're testing the servers to see if it can be done.
I am with you 100%. Why else would they say, okay, we're going to try it out at 12 kilometers? And now they're going to push it up to 40 kilometers. I'm with you 100%. I think that this could just be testing the waters here to get us to full remote trading. I don't know. I don't know. But I really, really hope so. And we've talked about it for so long. In the least, allow us to have full remote trading with lucky friends. I think that is worthy of the ability to trade remotely. And for me...
Because that means you've interacted enough times.
Right. But the way I look at it is if they're going to allow us to even trade 1 kilometer, what's the difference if we're trading 1 kilometer or 10,000 kilometers? You know what I mean? It's still remote trading at that point. So it's going, I don't want to know if against is the right word, but it kind of contradicts the original core principle of social interaction. So real life social interaction. So I don't know. It just makes me think that remote trading in its all of its glory is on the horizon. I don't know. I'm very excited.
I was so excited when you were telling me about this. I was like, can we just try to trade? And you're like,
send me one. I go, dude, it's like 40 kilometers. You're like, just send it anyway.
I just needed to see.
You're in New Hampshire. You're fucking 6 hours away, dude. It ain't going to work. What else we have here in the miscellaneous news? There's a cool developer insights blog post. It's definitely worth checking out. It provides a couple candid quotes from Niantic employees regarding like the Go Beyond update and more. Shows some employee photos. It's always nice to put, a face to the name. And you kind of get this like just really casual, candid vibe of where the headspace of some of the Niantic employees are, which I thought was really neat. So definitely check that out. Pokeminers has data mined some assets, including new poses, level 40 glasses, and a level 50 hat, as well as some boots and 2 jackets for level 50 as well. One of the poses is influenced by N. So that may be the season 6 rank 10 or rank 24 pose, or whenever they unlock whatever rank you unlock a pose at, maybe that one will be there. There was also some badges found, including one for 7-day streaks called Triathletes, one called Picnicker, which is for catching Pokemon through lure modules, Rising Star, which counts unique raid bosses, Rising Star Duo, which counts raiding with friends, Sightseer, which counts unique stop spun, and then Rare XL Candy will also be available similar like Rare Candy, where you'll be able to store it and then cash it in to a specific Pokemon. Platinum medals are also somewhere in the code. This is going to add, I guess, an additional tier above gold. So you'll have your, bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum tier for all the medals. That's really exciting, giving us more to work on. I think, I don't know. I just think that there's so much happening in the game right now that new shit is just going to continue to push out over the next 2 months before the end of the year. I'm really excited.
Yep.
All right, finally, let's check in with Professor Willow to recap the schedule.
I'm Wolfie with Gaming Together Media, and this is Willow's Almanac.
The City Spotlight Hour is happening on the 22nd, and actually, one of the Spotlight Hours was actually just canceled today. Let me pull this up really quick. The Kyoto, Japan one was canceled. I guess they're just taking extra precautions for COVID. So that one is actually... has been canceled, but if you go to PokemonGoLive.com, they did put like this little how to prepare for the City Spotlight event blog post together, so definitely check that out if you're taking part. We have the Pokemon Home event running through November 23rd, the 12 Days of Friendship running through November 30th. Saturday, November 21st is Magmar Community Day this Saturday, so that's going to be fun. The Lake Guardians are returning on the 24th. Nidoran Limited Research is the 28th. And at the end of the month, that's when we're going to start to see the Go Beyond stuff rolling out, starting on the very end of the month through like December 2nd. But we'll record additional episodes before then, so we'll recap as we get a little bit closer to those dates. But holy shit, a lot is going on.
But wait, there's more.
Sure. But wait, there's more.
Kalos Pokemon!
Yay!
To kick off the season of celebration, Pokemon Go is bringing us to Kalos, the region where Mega Evolution was first discovered. We will have a total of 17 Pokemon from Kalos dropping on December 2nd. Gen 6 is the smallest generation to date, with only a total of 72 Pokemon in all. Here's the Pokemon that we have from the first batch coming. We have Chespin, that whole line, so you got Qualadin and Chestnut, Fennekin, so you've got Braxton and Delphox, and then you've got Froakie, which evolves into Frogadier and Greninja. And then
everyone loves Greninja, right? Greninja's like a love-hate Pokemon, I think.
I like Chespin. All right, there's Bunnelby and Diggersby, Fletchling and Fletchinder, and Talonflame, that whole family there. And then Litleo and Pyroar, both male and female forms. And then we're also getting Klefki, but it's going to be a regional from France.
We come from France.
So if you're wondering why France, it's because the Kalos region was inspired by France.
Yes, yes.
To celebrate the release of Kalos, from Wednesday, December 2nd through Tuesday, December 8th, Pokemon from Kalos will be appearing more often in the wild. We also have a chance to put on a tinfoil hat. This is our favorite thing to do, as the blog makes mention of a mysterious 1-star egg. They don't give us any more info, but it's an absolutely intriguing, like, crazy thing.
All right, I have a concept. I bet you this is going to be Scatterbug. And this will be the way that we can get the 20 forms of fucking Vivillon.
Vivillon. No, I think you're right.
1 tier egg, so it's not like it's a big, powerful Pokemon. 20 different forms. They're not going to actually raid Vivillon in 1 tier, 1 star. So maybe you have to. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this could be. I don't know what this could be. But there's 20 forms of Vivillon. I think this could be a cool way to introduce all those forms, is through having to raid Scatterbug, and then potentially Scatterbug evolves to different forms with different conditions or trait. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. But
I think that's
something's going
pretty
on.
Sweet. I mean, what baby Pokemon come from Kalos? Like, what did we get from Kalos that has babies?
I don't know. Got me searching now.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally looking at it right now, trying to figure it out. Yeah,
I don't know. But I love when they put little teasers in, and something's definitely going on with these 1-star raids. So that's good shit. Good shit. But Adam, wow, we got through it all in normal time. I thought this was going to be like a longer show. So why don't we take a moment to just kind of like reflect on all of this stuff? Meltan, Pokemon Home. Have you transferred? Have you done a Pokemon Home transfer?
I transferred a Darkrai to Pokemon Home. Not shiny, just a normal one.
So that cost you 1,000 transporter energy?
I guess it did. It doesn't give me a number. It just has a bigger red line that it takes away from my challenge bar or whatever it is, my energy gauge.
I'm excited to be able to get Meltan all the time. Now by transferring Pokemon Home, I do wish we had a little bit longer window to get the Shiny Meltan. We only have a couple days for that, so. Only a couple shots, couple Meltan boxes during that window. But I didn't. Like I said, I didn't get one during my first box. But I will continue. I will continue trying. Nidoran Limited Research. Okay. I mean, I like that. I mean, I love having checklists, so that's always good. And then, holy shit, anyone that is looking for Azelf, hit me up on Twitter. And I'll definitely send you some raid invites. But I'll definitely going to be hunting these the regional Lake Trio Pokemon like fucking crazy. I'm really, really excited for this. I just think that this is an amazing way to get people communicating and organizing and playing together. And like I said, I've always been a bit strict when it comes to regionals, but now with seeing how the remote raid culture has developed, I just think that this is a win-win for
and then you
game.
gotta imagine too, with the pandemic, like, really, are you going to travel right now?
No, fuck no.
And then that's the thing too, like, if you did travel, like, would you be allowed back home? Like, that's, I don't know. You would hate to get stuck somewhere, so.
Yeah,
I don't think
anyone's traveling for the sure sake of just Pokemon anyway. It's like, I'm traveling to fucking the Middle East so I can get a Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think that's happening right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we've got 12 days of friendship. Please open my fucking gifts, everybody. It's like, I'm looking at my friends list before and I'm like, why aren't people sending gifts? Like, this is the time to do it. Like, come on, people, let's go. Really excited about that. I mean, all this Go Beyond stuff, man. I'm so fucking pumped. There's just so much going on. I'm probably most excited for the level cap increase. You know, I just think that it's more than just a number. You know, there's just, with all these tasks, there's just going to be stuff to do. And I think that mundane grind of XP is going to become interesting again. So I'm really excited for that. But definitely let us know.
Imagine what you feel like once you hit a wall with your XP and you're like, whoa, I thought I had so much XP, but like you go up to like level 44 and then it's like, nope, you got to work for it.
You got to start working. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how much XP is actually needed for all the additional levels. Because, yeah, the tasks are going to be hard, but you still need the XP as well. But I mean, you know, I'm sitting on stupid XP right now, so I can't imagine it being asking for more than what I have already. Like, I'm pretty sure if you have 100,000 or 100 million XP that you're probably good, but we'll have to see, you know, as the shit comes out. But what about you, man? What are you most excited for out of all this stuff?
I'm excited to get some new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Although I really wish they would fill out the rest of the decks for older generations. Like Kecleon.
Is he in the loading screen?
Yeah, the new one. He's next to the hay bale.
Is he really?
Yeah. You didn't see it. I mean, it's clear. It's clear as day. You can see it.
Oh, that's so awesome. But Adam, I think that's really it, man. I think we did it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out the show. We definitely appreciate all of you. Please check out luredup.com for everything that's going on with the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. You can email us, info@luredup.com, or leave us a text, video, voicemail, picture, 732-835-8639. Adam, I think that's a wrap, and if that's a wrap, I think it's a wrap.
That's a Poke wrap.
Keep training trainers. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.